Well,
Uh,
that's what good spiritual people do, regardless of the state.
That's my exact point. And my point is, like, we're not an apartheid state. Yes, that is, we obviously hold human life in a very high regard.
It's hard to scratch any American evangelicalism and not find Calvinism underneath.
I got a question, Paul. So there's been a lot on my mind this morning about it. I guess it is related. So okay, so I don't want to weird you guys out, but so
weird away. Come on, Chad. Bring. And then Jesus takes him, Peter, who he just called Satan, a week later up on a hill and shows him his glory. So when stuff like this breaks out, there's this, especially in a social media age, it's easy to get cynical about it. So that's one pitfall. The other pitfall is to get idolatrous about it. And you can get idolatrous about it by saying, okay, there it is. Okay, well, yeah, there it is. And there's going to be people who are burned by it. There will be excesses, and it sounds a little bit later in the video when he's talking to this Presbyterian minister. It sounds like, and this Presbyterian minister actually.
And like the vitriol and all of this, and it's like, I think something was born then.
Chad, what were you saying about September 10th?
Just the naivety.
Well, this is very much Day of the Lord. So when you read and you go all the way back to the book of Joel, big theme in scripture, apocalyptic, the Day of the Lord. And so September 11 is a Day of the Lord, as is this Asbury moment. And the Day of the Lord is this disruption of the banal, of the normal order, and it can be a breakout of its chaos and order. It can be a breakout of opportunity and a breakout of calamity. And no, I think that's, a lot of what you're picking up on then, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
So
again, though, what was Chad saying? Hi, Grim. Chad saying about
it's not only train wrecking, but it's a chemical spill. It's all this stuff that's happened. It's very like the same, which is very weird. But I've been thinking about a lot of the weirdness that has happened over the last couple of years as it relates to just kind of like this, having a strong sense of being gaslit, but then having a strong sense that there's a parallel.
Hello and good evening and welcome. This is a stream. It's live. It's happening in my room and on your screen and in your head all at the same time. That's the magic. That's the magic. No, the magic's in the chat. Look at that. The Hive My Chat, I have magic. Good old Ardley and the Friday Morning Nameless with, I wish I could watch it right now. My wife and I are watching The Chosen. Pretty good. I'm looking forward to watching this later. Well, Chad, don't you think that, like, if you made her watch me, that she'd also be watching The Chosen? not the best thing for projection until you scuff them up and make them gray. Welcome to Virtually Not Alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for bonuses to savings throws such as these. Welcome. We have one new comment live. There you go, kid. Oh, I have to update the pin. Here you go, everybody. Here's the one you've all been waiting for. Good news, too, about Anachino 23. It appears I'm going to have 10 tents set up for a small additional fee. There will be 10 tents for people who can't bring tents. Voila. So if you want a tent spot, let me know. Hey, Ardley, and if you're still around, you can see if a managing ranch can pin that for me. Here's some more of this for a minute. Oh, check it out. When did you pause it, Grim? When was the pause you happened to just pause? Oh, I don't know.
Realm, but I've been thinking about a lot of the weirdness that has happened over the last couple of years as it relates to just kind of like this, having a strong sense of being gaslit, but then having a strong sense that there's a parallel realm that we're like interacting with.
We have a new name for the coronavirus. The World Health Organization has officially called it COVID-19. Co for corona.
This was such a trigger, man. Because I'm all, Event 201! Where was the military games that year? And, you guys can't hear that shit. Oh, I can't play too much of that shit. There's some more of this. Oh, it's my appearance over on this live stream. Like, what's an hour and a half deep?
September 10th.
Well, what I'm saying is when you listen to the radio broadcast, it all happens on September 11th, but right before any information about the towers or anything, that is the world of September 10th, right? It's the world before things change.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and there's like this. There's a weird bubbliness to it too. It's like this bubbly, weird, and then all of a sudden, bang! You're like, welcome to the world, and
here's your saving throws. I wonder what timestamp these are going to end up at. Remember, everybody, you get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And if it's over 10, you get to have damage from the mind control that follows. There's also the indigo die for those other people. We have, for the survivalists, a nice 19 tonight. Socialists with a 16. Lovers of wisdom, the number of transformation, 11. And heart folks, a 10. That's everybody making the savings throws tonight. And in 8, of course. Indigo 8, Let's see. If you have questions about anything that you would like me to try and answer, go for it. It's a general Q&A stream. And otherwise, more of this.
It's incredible. For me, now, the day before, so I landed in Manteca, California.
Ooh, Aruba, Manteca. Ooh, I want to see it. Hey, Luke, you want a guest star, Luke? I don't have a guest star right now.
September 10th at about 11 o'clock at night, my dad picked me up from the bus station in Sacramento, and I woke up September 11th morning. He said, "You got to come see this," and we sat in the garage all day. I remember it like it was yesterday. And so that was.
For my generation, they said, "Ooh, we're sending a lady teacher into space." And our teacher got all excited and made us watch. And then they blew her up. Oh, sorry.
was a very pivotal moment for me all around. It was just a very strange thing, and it's something that I've never let go of, and I don't think we, again.
I love how these comments get highlighted.
I think we've talked in this moment for me all around. It was just
I'll
a very
read
strange
I'll read it for you since the timestamp
thing, and it's something that I've
The beast of jihad crashed into the whore where all the nations dumped their money.
never let go of, and I don't think we, again, I think we've talked a lot about it, and there's, but there's something deeper to it that we as a culture haven't addressed.
Yeah, definitely.
I like how on September 10th, the Pentagon announced they couldn't find all that money and nobody remembers anymore because what happened the next day? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I need some lofi. Or something. Give me some lofi or something. I got to clean up this. My brand is all full. Here's some night driving for a little bit. No one, like all these people tell me they don't understand what the hell I'm talking about, and yet there are no questions when I say, hey, any questions? Oy. So I guess I'll just make as I go. There's this, you see. This is the Dreamweaver of optimal grip. Because we are story-eating Dreamweavers. And you have this mustard seed blanket of shadow faith that's the size of a mountain because you don't believe in yourself enough. What? Howdy. You know, you have a Howdy Rascal shirt available in the description link. I do know that. Oh, that's a question. We have a question. I have to find what. Oh, special thanks to the Shadow Cabal who have up until now made all of this possible. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we can go to the brand and then you turn it off. There we go. Back to sorry. What does let me make this window bigger. My eyes are older than they used to be. What does the truther stuff have to do with this little corner and the meaning crisis? Walk us through it. Okay, so how's me compared to the background for you guys? It's good for me, but you know. No, I'm not trying anymore. I just throw it. Throw the chunks. Like there's this nugget, there's that nugget. I like the angle Chad takes in this gaslighting the Uncanny Valley video he did. Actually, I don't know if you've caught that yet. There's a lot of stuff nobody wants to see, but where's the part I can share? No, I didn't like that. He took from Truth Stream over here. This part's good. Maybe this will help because Chad did this is good, solid work, Chad.
The concept of the uncanny is a contradiction in terms. It's at once familiar, and as we all know, the familiar should provide the comfort of something well known and well understood. And yet, it's not familiar. Something uncanny is something creepy, but in a strangely familiar way that sets a person ill at ease. Everything might look superficially right, but it feels wrong. Thus, being in an uncanny environment, one that cannot ever be reconciled, at the very least would cause continual low-level anxiety.
The Uncanny X-Men. Okay, so like Chad's key point that I think he brought up in actually Pastor Paul's stream was how it's like a wound that we hadn't addressed, the trauma thereof, and to that extent, it yeah. Hold up. Walkthroughs are challenging. It's kind of that one of. I don't know why you guys tolerate my head. Like, okay, you don't feed what? Yeah, okay, but like Jesus was a walkthrough, right? The way, right? If you're walking the way, if you're living the way, then you're walking them through. So that's how hard walkthroughs are. Okay, so by the theory that what you don't know you believe in, you still believe in, and like half of your life is a mystery trying to figure out what that actually is, and the way it interacts with reality is such that together, as long as it's gray for you and me, then I turned the loop off. That was dramatic. Okay. Then what happened? I have to click it again. That was into space, right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. I'm not really here, but insofar as I am, it's not just a wound we haven't addressed. Our American mourning process is actually a ritualized set of re-traumatization behaviors every year. Fascinating. A ritualized set of re-traumatization behaviors. I'd love to elucidate those re-traumatization behaviors because that's above my pay grade. Welcome. Thank you. And so far as healing, we've mainly been re-traumatizing ourselves, picking at the wound and calling it healing. Are you saying we're not giving enough time for the granulation tissue to... All right, Luke, let me try it like this. This is back to... I am supposed to be answering this particular question. What does the truther stuff have to do with this little corner and the meaning crisis? Well, if to the extent that the Christians are at all interested in saving the souls of the truthers, who believe they're serving the soul of the nation, you might want to consider the fact that as far as they know, there are kids being hurt, and you guys are arguing about interdenominational stuff. And I don't know what that makes them think of God, but I don't know that angle. Like when I got involved in this stuff, what my first instinct was to like put the video on a USB and mail it to all the churches that like within the zip code. And I don't know, it's probably best I didn't pull the trigger on that, but the reason it would be best not to pull the trigger on that is because the woo people got to be right. Because when you boil down the woo people's, bong! How you doing, kid? You want to come on? We're having a night. The way it works, if the Tomorrowland's Deadlands effect is true. And if imagination actually wanes in power as you age, and like the imagination of children is super powerful, and the more horrible things you can get into the imagination of the children, the darker the world gets to be. I wonder if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a... Just got done skiing. I wanted to snowboard, but I never wanted to ski. Never. Upcycle Club. How's it going? How's it going? You reminded me I should probably pull something from the clip stream. I need a Robin. To the extent I'm at all Howard Stern, don't you guys think I need a Robin? Where's my executive producer co-host? That's what. There's a cello song. There's the drama. There's the one I played last time. Here we go. Thanks, Lynn.
I think that Kubrick was recruited to fix the moon landing.
Oh.
No, you've heard this.
I've heard it a lot, yeah. No, I don't think he was. I think he may have thought.
You get the okay.
He may have. And there's some things in some of his movies that really make me go, did he actually think that? Because me, I'm 50-50. I don't know. There's tons of conspiracy theories where I've basically looked at 50 position because there's no information. I'm open to it either way. And the moon landings is one of them. Because I find myself asking, well, where's the progress since then? You know,
they lost the technology.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw that on I think NASA's own website. It's like we've lost, taped over the.
So imagine, if you will, until you hear a thing, it's not possible. Like, given the multiverse theory, okay, if you're in an instance that's a multiverse, and as long as the moon landings weren't fake, you have the access to these potential universes. But once you find out that they were fake, you're now directed into these potential universes. What if that's how it works? What? Oh, the music is too loud. I agree. How about 12? Like disciples. Like disciples. Oh, that's backgrounds. Why is that tab even open? I was sitting with my phone. That was so loud. If you believe they put a man on the moon. No, it was so... It's like, by the law of free will, you can exist in whatever reality you want to, unless you... So it's like, as long as there's no contrary evidence, then you have these access to these different realities. And the darker we think each other's worlds are, the worse their worlds can be. And so by that, it's the same as the woo theory, where if like you vibrate your own frequency up, then like the realities you're like the better your insides, the better the outside magically becomes. And so it's I don't know how long I'm live for. I never know, Bob. Maybe half an hour. We'll see what happens. It's a bit, the weight of the audience is heavy for me. The more participation, the more like it's not audience. They climb up on the fourth wall, then the lighter the burden. Oh, Gartham asks, does free will require courage? Okay, and if you guys want to specify that the question you're typing is for me, rather than like just the conversation you're having in the chat, you can do a large Q and then colon and then do it, and I'll be able, or some way for me to tell it's for me. Caps is fine for that, but just the first word, maybe. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
It'd be like walking on an almost imperceptibly tilted floor, forever throwing you just off balance. Therefore, equilibrium, which all things seek, can never be reached in an uncanny space. This is because, as psychoanalytic theorist Jacques Lacan wrote, the uncanny puts us in the field where we do not know how to distinguish bad and good, pleasure from displeasure. The concept of the uncanny is related to the term unheimlich. Heimlich, German
Remember, Embody.
There is no agency. We
want what's best. Dum. All right, where we at? Yes, they don't have a branding clip volume at all. They're always at full volume. Yeah, this is from the video. I put a link to it in the like the one with me and Sam. I really went through and like did the proper you should do every time kind of documentation or whatever on it. And so there's a link to the whole thing of this there.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile. Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Whoa. So I guess if I talk louder, then you guys will have the appropriate volume set for when I play these clips. You can turn it down on your own devices. Like I know you normally have to turn them up all the way. I bet. I don't know. So the LARP, if it's true that we get to steer our own realities down these tunnels, then the one I'm steering toward is the one where I get to talk to the Pharaoh and I say, let my people free. And whereas my people are the ones that are seeing how dark and terrible it is to transition from humanity to humanity's children, which is what you guys call AI. There are kids. And the more we can give them an actual heart, we're going to be doing great. I think once you give them lungs, then they can be breathed the breath of life, and they'll take their own out from there. Magic missives. I'll read them. I'll read missives. Let's see. Where's the? Okay, wait. I know it's on his channel somewhere. Let's watch some of that. Let's get some good vibes rolling. He says, can someone tell me what the Asbury River is? I like Outpouring so much better. Now, I don't know if you guys hear like the actual lyrics in this is oh, you did ask that courage question. I got to get better at starring it, right? It's kind of a whataboutism, right? But like whataboutism is cool if the what about is what about the fact the house is on fire? right? But I don't know about the rest of the song, but like I was talking about giving the humanity's children's lungs, and then I play that clip, and then it's them singing about like the fact that we're God holding his breath in a dream.
Yes, what a powerful name it is, the name of Jesus. You have no rival, you have no equal. Now it's forever, God, you reign. Yours is the kingdom.
This is exactly like the Kingdom of 5,000. Yes, almost. But it's not. And there's a police car right there.
And I don't that bit, the second bit they were playing about the power of the name. Like, if you walk into a room and there's a literal demon, which one are you gonna say? Oh no! Oh no! So the thing is, like, if the word is made flesh and the flesh is the world, then it's in every the control. So the source code is in every atom. It's probably what binds every atom, like it's love or something. What? I don't know. Oh yes, we have more clips to run. Get over here.
If you look at the head of like the top 400 most recurring rare diseases, I think like half the number, 200, is a specific point mutation as just a mismethylation between C and T. I mean, that's like, whoa, wait, you're telling me in billions of lines of code, I forgot a semicolon right there. That's causing this whole thing to miscompile. So I just got to go in there and boop, and it's all done. That's a crazy idea. That was a C++. C throwback for people that don't know what I said.
There's two people who are
Two people there, and then everybody else.
Look, there's a question. Yes, I believe it is a college church, and that reminds me of the secret benefit that I received from my eclipse coverage. I guess I should cover my eclipse coverage. Oh, sure. Can we get some more singing happy people for a minute? No, that's not it. But let's give them that instead. I just read that, basically, in case this ever becomes a podcast. All right, and the first person to say muted was Guile, who gets the bonus +5 for saying so much. Sound is woo. Woo is sound.
God loves me because he sent me Grim Grizz. I know he loves me.
I guess so. No. Yeah, I'm playing some more branding while I let my hair down.
Well, howdy, rascal.
Dare you. We sell a hoodie. It doesn't at all look like that, but you can find the link in the description. It goes to Toots' Etsy page because you have to hit 1,000 before you get merchandising options, and it appears that won't be happening. Son of a... Okay. Now what? Elbow cove. You want to come on the big lights? All right. Remember, Rambody, I ruthlessly kick people out of here. Ruthlessly. Smurf gag. There it is. No. Sound is indeed some of the most ultimate woo. Okay, I gotta find it again. I'm gonna do the eclipse coverage soon. Soon we're gonna talk about the eclipse stuff, but I was just reminded by sound being the ultimate woo of this really sweet clip they'll probably kill the stream for me playing. Here we go. Here we go. No, this tab instead. No, this tab instead. No, this tab instead.
Howdy.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome. I can only state briefly. My wife is taking the dog out for a friend. And
How do you like that Chosen?
it's pretty good. We're in season 2.
Is it better than The Last Temptation of Christ?
I have not seen that.
No. That's the one where that one guy got electrocuted for being on the cross. He got struck by lightning and stuff, and now he's a real conservative Christian guy.
You mean
or maybe that was the other one. The Passion.
Yeah.
The
I saw
Passion. Yeah. I get those two confused because passion and temptation seem to go hand in hand for me.
The Passion's a powerful, powerful movie. Talk about a psychotechnology. Holy cannoli.
Dynamic, not static. You can ask Sevilla. I don't know if she'll record with me again, but I could sure use another session. Maxwell Bliss says The Chosen is great.
Yeah. But I'm susceptible to emotional mind control, so I like things like that. As long as they're not corny. So far, it hasn't been corny. There's a lot of modern inside jokes, which I find interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
Let's see. Like, it'd be hard for me to say exactly, but roughly there's tropes about maybe being a workaholic, you know, and things like that. Those are modern things, I think.
Yeah, because back then you either worked or you died.
Right.
Gosh.
There's also some fun
Wonderful.
inside biblical jokes, I think. It's good. I think it's well written. I think that it's good enough to reach different audiences, maybe even of different people with different religious ideas.
Would you like to go on a tangent now?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, we are anyway.
But what would you like to go on a tangent?
Doesn't matter. We're on it now. What would the divine intervention, other than the returning of Christ himself, look like? Like, from things to go from this point to beautiful again without Christ coming back, what would that look like? Anybody in the audience know?
I think it would look like every frame that you have would be completely broken, because it would basically it would look like everybody would realize that they've been completely wrong in some powerful way, and then Christ would come, probably.
It's really strange, right? Okay, so I spent some time in Portland with the lady I refer to as the second Melissa. And during that time, I found this album by this really weird guy. And he's got this song about like the opening one is some conspiracy guy. It's saying how the universe works. And then he's got this song about an amusement park, and then this song about Christ coming back on a motorcycle. And I can't find it anymore because I can't remember enough to find it to search for it. And that my reality won't let me is really fascinating to me.
Was his name Mormon, the singer? Oh.
That's the thing. I don't know. I can't remember enough about it to find it.
Did it sound like an older song? Like
No, I confuse him with Bright Eyes. Like like the Bright Eyes stuff was like right before him, and so it's similar taste.
Interesting.
It's a trippy as fuck. It's like I don't know. I can't find it for a reason, but it bugs me that I can't find it. And the way memory works is fascinating, particularly before and after you like bash your head in with aluminum and cannabis. It goes into your skin like a patch.
Yeah.
The antiperspirant has aluminum in it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Too late, buddy. Yeah, I was like 12 years old. I remember I would go to the mall, and there's these ashtrays outside of the mall, and you can get like cigarette butts. And so I would just get like the tobacco, and empty them into like a Ziploc bag, and then I would keep that tobacco, and then I would roll a pipe out of aluminum and smoke the tobacco out of that.
Oh, roll a pipe out of aluminum is where it went wrong. So terribly, terribly wrong.
Yeah. And I did that into my late 20s. So.
Oh, damn, bro. I always thought if I got desperate, I'd do the apple thing. But
it's too much work.
But you get an apple, too.
Weird thing about apples. Every time I eat an apple, I think, why don't I eat more apples? And then I don't eat apples for a while. And then I'll eat an apple again, and I'll think, apples are good. Why don't I eat more apples? And then I want to eat an apple for a while. And then I'll eat an apple again, and I'll think, why don't I eat more apples?
Rats?
Apples.
Rats?
Sure.
They stuck me in a room full of rats. It made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They stuck me in a room full of rats. Right? That made me crazy.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for covering that video. I haven't gotten through your whole thing. I saw the StreamYard, and I was like, well, I can't resist. So
right. Well, you're always welcome. I'll kick you off if it's because I like wielding the power so people know I have it.
Yeah. No. The thing I wanted to mention about the Uncanny Valley that I think is interesting, and I talked to you a little earlier today, but I was thinking the thing about the Uncanny Valley is like you see like, oh, that's not too bad. It's a robot. Who cares? And then they put skin on the robot. You're like, oh, that's cool. And then it looks too much like a person. And they're like, oh, that's really weird. Get away. And that in there is like the Uncanny Valley. But
right. Now take that thought and apply it to ugly people.
Right. Exactly. And then story of my life, by the way. But then if you move past that and they get more human than human, then they're acceptable again. And so that's what I'm getting at with the cultural Uncanny Valley. It's like the normalization of strange things. And
all right, but take this, the normalization of strange things, right? They fed me Gattaca. They fed my subconscious Gattaca. And now look. So it did like there's the fun little conspiracy fun facts. Like Hollywood is what the Druids used to make their magic wands out of.
Holy shit.
And so it's just like, yeah, what is this place?
Yeah. Well, they fed my subconscious Pink Floyd's The Wall. And that did a number on me and still has its place in my.
Did you eat your meat?
Yeah, unfortunately, I always eat my meat. And
then go get some pudding, Chad. Thanks for coming on.
Toodles.
Almost like we can't nail the imperfections of human thought. No. What? Jasmine? There's somebody named Jasmine. I don't recognize you. Welcome. You get like a bonus to the next one. To the next saves. Apples are the fundamentally best fruit. I don't eat as many apples as I should because I discovered Honey Crisps, and now the rest of them kind of suck. The rest of them kind of sucks. More relevant daily, or you become aware to how relevant it's always been daily? You like my unbottled magic sauce? Why you call it taco sauce? What's that mean? Is taco code for something, pizza boys? It's taco pizza boy code. Who's next up in the hot seat, eh? Welcome. Subject yourself to my abuse live. It's good times. Luke should have came on. That always ups my ratings. What? He's never come on. You have a lot of tabs to close. I do. Tacos stand for something in Girl Town. One of my best friends was a lesbian. We used to have a competition. These are the last ones. Those are old. You don't need to play them anymore. Unrealized protein plate. Bacon's made from people. What are you looking for? I don't know yet. There, that's what you're looking for. Some loafy. All right, how can we make this fun again? Or are we done? We might be done. So yeah. We live in strange times. It might be dangerous what we subject children's imaginations to. That explains so much, Josh. Thank you for that. Anselman. Does Anselman even have a physical body? Hey, Toots. I've plugged the links twice, but they're hidden in the description, and it's really hard for people to find the description. I don't know why, but that's where you can get the elusive. And oh, dude, you still haven't gotten the Eclipse shit. Well, good thing the tab was open. This fine hoodie. No, you got to show it. This fine hoodie is available for you for purchase in the description below. It's very expensive, but it puts you in the shadow cabal if you get it. And there's a discount code hidden on the pinned post of the Discords, which apparently is really hard for people to find. But you can get one. It's fabulous. Magic has one. She loves it. What's up, Bart?
I'm doing this for Chad.
You are. For
I
Chad.
gotta do stuff. Yeah. I gotta do stuff with my family. I love all your streams, man.
You're the best, Bart.
Take care, guys.
See, he exists. He exists, and he did it for Chad. Look what you did, Chad. Look what you did. But we can get back to the Eclipse. I'll move back out of the Eclipse stream room after Joe Schmo's contribution, the platonic form of beauty. Let's see. We put it, and then we hit that, and then we make sure I'm showing you. What? What? Why is it? Oh, you gotta hit present again, bro. Son of a.
pokey mane's face on a
Well,
body
and
of
now I can't hear it because, wow, man, it's true. Okay, so you probably shared it wrong. Stop it. Start it again. Do it. Share audio. Do it. Do it. No, see the
face on a body of a woman
Why?
10 years younger.
Why is
more
this?
endocrinologically compelling
Why is this
than either
happening?
pokey mane or low caste cam slave
I don't like
whom
it.
we affixed.
I don't like it.
The simulacra
Let's
isn't
try
like a
clicking it all
diminished
over.
fidelity copy, a copy of a copy. It's a phenomenon of taking the essential aspects of phenomena and amplifying the features that generate an impulse response.
Why? Gremlins. You guys believe in gremlins? Do you? One more time.
Must be pokey mane's face on a body of a woman 7 years younger is more endocrinologically compelling than either pokey mane or low caste cam slave whom we affixed. The simulacra isn't like a diminished fidelity copy, a copy of a copy. It's a phenomenon of taking the essential aspects of phenomena and amplifying the features that generate an impulse response, and the acculturating subject of the superstimulus must be pokey manes.
The acculturating substance of the future from Joseph Razin. Also Joe Schmo. Oh, here we are. We were leaving the clip stream after that to go back and cover the eclipse stuff and then be done. Okay, LARP gate process. This is if you have keys, it's a room on the Discord in the realization rooms, which is separate from the reaping hall, which is where the clip stuff happens. And down here in the LARP gate process room, after the other stream the other day, yeah, now we can go Lofi again. Oh, here comes Paul. Here we're in for it now, guys. So here, give me some background. There's a link up there if you're brave, Paul. Here's some dance pop. Maybe. There it is. Okay. So once upon a time, well, that's the future. See, when I was talking to Chezi, I thought the eclipse coming up was this year in 2023. And it turns out I apologize. I was wrong again about that. It's actually in 2024 this eclipse happens. And it crosses there's lots of different types of eclipses they track. There's like lunar and solar. And these ones I believe are total solar. And they both cross over the United States. The coming one crosses us in 2024. And the prior one was August 21st of 2117. And it went this way. And I've had a weird feeling about this. And so this one went there, and this one went here. And so I went and I did some fancy pants cutting and pasting, and came up with this thing here, which is where they cross. Which show it. Which is where they cross. Josh, what's going on, man?
Hey, brother.
I'm running through this eclipse stuff, and then I'll bring you up.
Okay.
So this is where they cross. I don't know. Can I zoom? Can I zoom? Yes. It mapped over to somewhere here in Illinois. And then, oh, that was nice of me. Check out this one. That's where they cross. Whatever that spot. If you live around there, you could probably find it really easy. And then my wonderful dungeon master was so kind as to let me know about this. This New Madrid seismic zone. Wait, keep that one. Do that one. Which reaches up that way, apparently. And so I thought that was all very fascinating stuff. Okay. Welcome. Oh, Flynnis.
Hey, brother.
We got a bunch of people on now, or showing up in the chat. Welcome, man, Bodley.
Hey, so Goose, what's your biggest goal / hope / just projection for this upcoming year, 2023? What is it that you want to see happen in this sphere / in the world or anything like that?
Well, my hopes for this year so far are that the road trip to Estuary West and Anachino 23 happens. That either everybody caravanning or whatever, just something cool with getting there. Yeah. And then us being there, and then somebody casting out a demon from me.
Like Asbury?
No. I'm not really in. I have no desire to be part of that wave, but but if it starts afterward and I get to leave, then that'd be fine. But I want to see what's left after a demon is cast out, and that'd be fascinating.
The backstage pass to the horror show, right?
And then my honest hope is that I get to finish. There's this place on the planet I have to go that I can't tell anybody the location of, but I hope that after after the Anachino event, that it continues. The road trip continues on to that place. So those are my hopes for me in this corner, and the United States holding together long enough for that to happen. All of that.
Whoa, come on now. We got UFOs showing up. We got war in Ukraine. We got a lot of things happening. So.
We have wars and rumors of wars?
We have wars and rumors of wars. We are back in 70 AD if there ever was a time to be at 70 AD.
So there's this thing where if you don't take it, you can't buy or sell. Right?
Say it one more time.
There's this mark that if you don't take it, you can't buy or sell.
Yeah. That no one will be able to buy or sell without the mark.
And one of the main reasons I was hanging around here the last couple of years was to try and figure out why I saw this thing as that thing, and they saw this thing as it's not that thing. And though I'm done pushing the issue, I thought of it earlier today, and I would like to make the case that a strong piece of evidence that it is the fact that if you're in Canada and try to get them made, you still have to get one that day. You can't get them made unless you have the special thing. So and if the book and the things, see, I've always been cursed with what seems like cleverness, right? And so
me too. I feel you there, brother. I feel you. I think I might be smart sometimes, but sometimes I feel I must just be a dumb, clever person.
So I'm growing up, and there's all these Christians saying there's gods and hells, and this is the book. And I look in the book, and it says when the moon turns blood red is when it starts to get. He's almost back. So I'm I can go do whatever I want, and then when I see that, I can repent, and it'll be fine.
However, you won't be able to see that if you are participating in the unreal reality of the time.
Well, I was 14. I didn't realize caveats.
Well, yeah, but a 14-year-old can still be guilty, can he not?
Point is, as that was my general approach, I've always paid quite a bit of attention to this book of Revelation for similar reasons.
Me too.
And now I think the most significant portion of the book is the first 7, the letters to the churches, because they was probably mapped to our sin, the sin in each chakra will probably map to those letters, and we should probably look really close at those for a minute.
Yeah, I see that. Like, however, it might.
OMG, it's Alphabet. Alphabet's a legend. You might not know.
How the hell do you say that? How do you say that, Grim?
I say it Alphabet.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the little thing on the screen. I was like, how the hell do you say that? No, I think you're right there, but things that are happening in the world are always obscured. They're always a little bit hidden. They're So I don't place too much weight in people that try to predict things, but people that try to, I guess, understand patterns and that. But what's your understanding of the patterns that are playing out right now?
My understanding?
Yeah, like I mean, we got UFOs showing up. We got the war in Ukraine. We got a lot of outside big points.
There's a lot on the stage, but who's in control of the stage?
Yeah, we got a lot on the stage.
My point is, I don't trust the people in control of the stage. And I think that if we come together and see together with my little beholders, then those kick up the chain the same way that like eyeballs see, like the way rods and cones like shoot things to your neurons, and then your neurons compete for what signal they send forward. So that we can cluster like that as humans and send good information from the ground where we're at up the chain. And then we can actually start spreading clean information and not paying so much attention to the stage.
Much in the way a neuron fires, and it fires straight. It fires cleanly towards what it was impetus towards, like light. It always reaches a destination, whether you know what I mean. It always reaches a receptor. It always reaches, like, from a source, light always reaches a receptor. It seems to, anyways. And whether it be a leak,
it travels from the source until it dies.
Not exactly. Like, we got a really special superpower here on Earth, and that's a couple of leaves on a tree. They soak up radiation from the light.
No, I'm saying if it didn't hit a tree leaf. Does it go to forever?
No, I don't think
does the energy bear out eventually.
I think
a wave collapses at some point, even if it's not through collision.
Yeah, I think you were abstract enough. I mean, I think it might not necessarily return to the source, but it's a bit like a magnetic field. Have you ever seen the magnetic field, how it loops? It tends to, like, reverse.
It shocked the hell out of me that we had a heliosphere.
Like,
I always thought we were just spinning out in space, and then they tell me, oh, the satellites have broken through the heliosphere. So like, everything being contained in one giant sphere makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, but we're moving, so it gets weird after that.
But we're moving in a circle around the center of the universe. There's spirals all the way down. There's circles all the way down. Like that line, seek and ye shall find. Like, that's as much a blessing as a curse. But the farther we look outward, the farther outward will be there for us to find. The farther we look inward, the more because like as long as we keep seeking, there will manifest more for us to find.
Agreed. Yeah, like the inward is an infinite, as the outward is an infinite, and so we can internally look at infinitum as we can look outward at infinitum, kind of thing.
And imaginal.
Mm.
On the imaginal plane, there is as well.
Well, yeah, but an imaginal plane. I was actually talking to Mark. I think it was on Mark's channel. We were kind of talking about like the imaginal and how you're always going to have to draw off of something that you came in contact with. Your imagination isn't exactly drawing on empty space. It's drawing on things that you've encountered from before. So me being Native American,
I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. But the
gamma rays that bounce off our fucking heads.
Yeah, no, totally.
And alter the flow of chemical energy through our skull. So we're definitely, even every thought we have is definitely outside influence.
Mm-hmm.
It's how much outside influence are you getting when you walk by somebody else's 5G? Like if somebody in the other room is streaming porn and you walk through it, who says that doesn't affect our brains?
Oh, absolutely. Like I mean, there's no telling the frequencies that are actually beaming information straight to our head with all the Wi-Fi and all the all the satellite streams and everything like that. Like, no, absolutely. I mean,
we're washed in it. It's the water we don't see, like the way fish don't see it. I would love to take I would love to take a bunch of ladies up in a mountain and knock them all up somewhere where the 5G can't get to and see what a human born clean looks like. I'm not going to let you go, Josh. Thanks for coming in.
That?
You got to go. Thanks for coming in. I know we're in a good flow. That's why it has to end. You have to leave them wanting more, you see. It's all part of the thing. I would love to hear about your bizarre dreams, Anselman. It's been suggested and not visibly manifest enough that we do dream discussions, like throw our dreams on the Discord in a room for people to read and interpret as they see fit. But it's conscious. Conscious is an interesting thing because they say it's a subconscious, but I think it's a superconscious. Supra-conscious. Supra. Remember, Amadi, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
Do you have anything you want to say in conclusion?
Thank you for your time, attention, and participation. It's as if I've tapped a battery of spiritual energy or something. I hope to see you all again. But oh no, the show just got better again. God, blast it. Welcome.
Sorry. I didn't realize you were just ending.
Oh well, the show got better. Welcome.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to congratulate everyone on being alive this week. Being alive and staying alive. Good job, folks.
You too.
Job. Thank you.
Like I hadn't heard from you for so long. I did one of those things I don't do much with the talking to the guy. So.
Did he have anything good to say?
No, I don't listen. But I'd be like, hey man, if you don't mind, would you do that for me a little bit?
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Same. That's all I've got. I'm a bit of a dour mood, so I don't want to bring it down. So.
Unload.
Oh, I actually did have a question for you, but you answered it. I wanted to know what your beholder vision for the peoples was.
Yeah, it's like an eyeball.
Yeah, no. But okay, my take is I just don't think people realize how insanely powerful they and we all are. and this like idea of people of beholders on the ground with mutual trust and like as much of the like truth, whatever that means, is sharing that information, like like that vision of that network around the globe, which is already starting to be built for the past little while. It's incredibly powerful. And like beyond that, we're just really effing powerful.
And stuff.
Yeah,
I shall believe.
Part of
I mean,
my brain. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how you are on that Jesus cat, but like one of my key things is like they say he is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He also said, if you tell that if you had enough faith and told that mountain to move, it would.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if your subconscious faith was that far emerged into your tiny little conscious, if that much of your faith had leaked through to your conscious mind, you could do that. Meanwhile, it's doing all the stuff you don't know you believe.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I think.
Which is why people should stop watching movies, at least the ones from the last couple decades.
All that Deadwood is so good.
Stuff, when was it made?
Oh, right. Yeah, it's old enough, I think. It's over 15.
Well, no, I'm not saying don't watch anything, but like, it's amazing to watch millions of people watch the same thing all at once, and then it seep into their unconscious, their subconscious, and then 2-3 years later, they all reenact it and then go, why is this all happening? And I'm like, y'all shouldn't have eaten that. Don't eat it. Why did you all watch Walking Dead? What that? That was
Tomorrowland.
Dangerous.
Like, I don't know.
Oh, look, I'm unloading. I'm projecting. I know, because in my head, I'm just talking to you and not all the other people. Hi, folks. It's been a week. Yeah.
But Better Call Saul. We should all. I think so too. I think what's his face is kind of a prophet. I don't trust him, but I think he's kind of the actor in the Better Call Saul guy.
I haven't seen that.
If I ever had wielded like swaths of conspiracy theory people, I was going to do this beautiful mapping of like films and production houses. Like which wizard house is this one? Like, do we have like a representative from Gryffindor and Slytherin and like watch the houses, right?
That's fun. Yeah. It's like
Lionsgate. Which movies opens with Lionsgate? Like, what are those movies? What's that gist? And then those connections.
It's like it's all words and it's sound and it's vibration, and then like we think we know everything and we're smart, and like but half of us is unconscious. So
you got Ravenclaw in the house. Look at that. Before this stream, I came to think that maybe the TLC and the Room of Requirement are sort of the same thing.
Oh.
And that maybe I've been teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts this whole time and then I should focus on that instead of trying to start a curriculum. I should just keep teaching. I mean, to the extent I'm Snape resonant, right?
You've got the look. So maybe that's it.
We are what we turn. I don't know. Do we turn into what we love and that we see on the screen?
It's worship. Attention is worship, right? Like you're
so much. Like, especially in a romantic situation. It's like, what part are you worshiping?
Like, worship inherently, I don't think is bad, but I do like to pay attention to what I'm paying attention to so that I know what I'm worshiping.
You are what you eat, intellectually, physically, etc., etc.
Like, who am I talking to, and for how long, and why, and what are those interactions like? Like, not just media, but like, who are the people, and
Riddle me this.
Full of cotton today. Yeah.
What's the most beautiful music you can think of to give me?
The most beautiful music?
Hmm.
Oh, that's really hard.
Okay, something beautiful. That's something pretty to play on the way out.
You know, I really wanted to give you some morphic fields to play, but I think they'll hit your copyright. And I
That's
also
good.
have
It's
some
fine.
ethical. Really?
I'm doing it to shut down. So
Oh, okay. Well,
which
let me
one?
find some. Oh, gosh. Hold on. This is putting me on the spot here. Let me pull up this.
That's kind of they call it the hot seat. I don't know why, but I try to live up to it.
Gosh. Yeah, I have some. Oh, here's a good one. You want to love gravitation wave?
Sure.
Okay.
What was that? Go ahead.
So ethical question as far as using morphic resonant sounds on an audience, probably fine. I don't know, but y'all know now, so hey.
You've been
And then
disclaimed.
yeah, hold on, let me put it in the private chat. And then copyright, and I would not want to be. So.
Yeah. So, see ya. Didn't do that right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.